On this edition of Lexington Now, recycling those old Christmas lights, good giving and work Lexington. I'm Neil Noah, and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of December 6th, 2021. This year, if you're anything like most of us, when you're decorating for the holidays, you're sure to come across a strand or two of lights that have shown their last. Rather than throwing them in the garbage, there's an environmentally friendly way to dispose of them.
So this year, the city's hosting its 4th annual light collection event. There are 15 locations throughout the city of Lexington where residents can go to drop off their unwanted or broken holiday lights. All of those locations can be found at lexingtonky.gov/lights, or residents can also bring those lights directly to the e-waste collection center at 1306 Versailles Road. The holiday light collection is just a way for us to encourage residents to properly recycle their holiday lights, and so that those lights don't end up in our landfill or at our recycling center where they can cause damages to equipment, they can injure workers, or even cause delays if they get stuck in there. So they can bring anything from holiday lights like rope lights or string lights to the sensors that they use for those lights, extension cords, small electronic candles, or really any small electronic that we wouldn't want to end up at the recycling center. They could instead drop off at one of our 15 locations for this holiday light collection drive. We don't want to accept any large electronics. That's better just brought to the electronics recycling center. But mostly all of the holiday lights that you might hang up that you no longer want, you can bring to one of our collection sites. So this actually started from one of our staff members at a conference wanting to come up with a better way to encourage residents to recycle properly. We've had too many of our holiday lights and things that got tossed out that were supposed to go to the electronics recycling center end up at our actual regular recycling center, and it takes time to clear those out, and sometimes it can even cause delays or damage to equipment. So this is a way that we all can win by partnering with businesses and also allowing residents to find a place close to them while they're out shopping to then recycle their lights properly and for us to get them where they need to go. So this holiday light collection drive started in 2018. Each year we've collected more lights than the last, and we have a total running number of 5,120 pounds of holiday lights that have been collected through this program over the past 3 years. We're hoping to collect even more this year because every pound of lights that's collected through this program doesn't end up in our landfills or at our recycling center where it can cause damages. So we are very excited for our residents to participate in this program. We know how important it is to recycle properly, and we're excited to be able to do it all together to help make Lexington a great place for everyone.
This past week marked the 11th annual Good Giving Challenge. But just because the official event is over doesn't mean that giving should be. We were there for the kickoff of the Philanthro Party.
11 years of the Good Giving Challenge means 11 years of giving together to support local nonprofits. And we think this year will be our biggest year yet. Gifts started rolling in 2 hours ago when we've already had almost 1,800 donors give over $300,000. And we're excited to host the Good Giving Challenge for a record number of nonprofits this year, 179. You can learn about and support all of them at bggives.org. Since 2011, the challenge has raised more than 14 million for nonprofits throughout the Bluegrass. That's 14 million invested back into our community to help our neighbors. That fundraising total wouldn't have been possible without our thousands of donors and our sponsors who provide matching dollars. This year, over $650,000 in matching incentives are up for grabs. At Bluegrass Community Foundation, we believe that we make the biggest impact when we come together and invest in our community. On this Giving Tuesday, we invite everyone in the Bluegrass to go to bggives.org, learn about the incredible nonprofits that make our community great, and add your support to the life-changing work they do every day. And with daily matches and prizes available throughout the Good Giving Challenge, we encourage you to keep on giving through Monday, December 6th. You can follow us on social media at BGCFKY for updates on all the match challenges and instructions for how you can win prizes to support your favorite nonprofits.
This week is Good Giving Challenge Week right here in our city, full of good giving citizens. In just 11 years of Good Giving Challenge, citizens have given over $14 million to dozens of nonprofits inside and outside of Lexington. And that is actually a pretty incredible number. So first of all, congratulations to Bluegrass Community Foundation and Smiley Pete Publishing, co-sponsors of the Good Giving Challenge Week. Thank you, Lauren Parsons, for all your hard work putting this together. And now it's my pleasure to read and present this proclamation. And I'll give this to you, Lauren, if you'll step right up here. Whereas Giving Tuesday, on the Tuesday following Thanksgiving, has been established as an annual National Day of Giving, and whereas in Lexington, Giving Tuesday is the kickoff of Good Giving Challenge Week, an online giving campaign, and whereas since it started in 2011, the Good Giving Challenge has raised $14.1 million for charities inside and outside Lexington, and whereas philanthropy and community service make Kentucky a better place to live, and whereas congratulations to Bluegrass Community Foundation, Lisa and others, and Smiley Pete Publishing, co-sponsors of the Good Giving Challenge, now therefore I, Linda Gorton, Mayor of Lexington, do hereby declare November 30th through December 6th, 2021 Good Giving Challenge Week in Lexington. Congratulations.
When we come back, we'll tell you about Work Lexington. Welcome back to Lexington Now. Work Lexington is a one-stop shop for job training and employment located at the Charles Young Center. We spoke with Program Director Elodie Dickinson, who filled us in on what it's about.
Hi, my name's Elodie Dickinson, and I am the Director of Workforce and Business Engagement for the City of Lexington in Mayor Gorton's office. And I am here today to talk about Work Lexington. The Lexington Workforce Resource Center is a partnership between 10 different organizations who are located in Lexington, Kentucky, and they provide job training and job placement for individuals in our community, our residents, and they are here every week at Charles Young Center. Charles Young Center is located at 540 East 3rd Street. Our website is www.lexingtonky.gov/LexWork. You can also reach us at area code 859-258-WORK.
On my unemployment, and that's about it, because the COVID wasn't really actually trying to find a job until this thing blew over. Then once, you know, see a little light at the end of the tunnel, I decided to come back and get back into the job market. You all had a flyer in the mail that I seen that had this address on it, so I just decided to explore to see what was going on down here. Couture was a young lady that I first met when I got here through the doors, and she greeted me and sat down with me, and we talked about some of my past job experiences. So she's a vital asset that you all have here. So, and plus she knows some of the people I know too. To get a job, maybe help others find jobs too in the process too that are looking. Feels great. I'm glad to be back after being off for almost 2 years since the pandemic started. So, and it's a new beginning, a new experience for me. It works if you just come on out and do the daggone thing, and we'll get you in there, get you plugged in. So come on out, people. We need you.
It is an amazing program. I was there at the initial opening of the program. I was happy to meet Mr. Eugene and work with Miss Elodie to be able to get some guys out here that really need a second chance, and that's what Right's about. I've been involved since the inception of them coming to the Charles Young Center. I've been working back and forth, going over, checking in daily, and we were so happy to get Mr. Eugene from the program to work for us.
I think it's wonderful. I think pairing up this program with companies like ours that, give a second chance and looking to help establish the veteran community within the workforce is a great opportunity for both of our organizations.
My name is Quentin Dixon, and I'm a resource recovery operator at Waste Management. Well, I started through a program that the city started up 3 years ago. Ms. Dickerson, she welcomed us with open arms and was with us every step of the way, all the 8 weeks we were training. We were able to use trucks from the city, which is also very hard when you're trying to get your CDLs. And they were with us every step of the way. They gave us support. They told us to take our time, even though we only had 8 weeks. And they just been there through everything, and we appreciate that a lot. I knew coming in that there was gonna be high expectations, and everybody really wanted us to work. And all 6 of us, even though some have moved on, completed the program. When you get to Charles Young, you got a lot of people that are going to point you in the right direction. It's very, very important to be patient with them, because just meeting someone coming from wherever you're coming from, it's going to be hard starting out. Just trust, have faith in them that they're going to get you to where you're going.
If you are a job seeker or you're wanting to go back to school, please come by and see us at the Charles Young Center at 540 East 3rd Street, Monday through Thursday. Our phone number for the Work Lexington program is 859-258-WORK, and our email address is work@lexingtonky.gov.
Lex Park's annual food drive campaign is in full gear, and it's a great way to help others and take care of your parking citations at one and the same time. Gary Means tells us about Food for Fines.
Food for Fines actually started 8 years ago now. We had heard of a university that did something like that, but there was a city that did toys for tickets. I think it was Boston. And a couple of universities had Food for Fines, but back then it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. We went to our board, kind of had a little staff meeting ourselves, and went to our board of directors and showed both options. So, what do y'all think about Food for Fines or toys for tickets? And in all their wisdom, they leaned towards Food for Fines, which, not to take away from the toys programs that happen this time of year at all, but really food being a necessity in life. And then it sort of creates this perfect storm. Nobody really likes paying parking tickets, but people like to help people. So it took off back in 2014. We made a couple of changes over the years. At first, we didn't allow it for all parking citations, and then we changed it for all parking citations. But the basis of the program is you can bring in 10 cans of food for $15 worth of tickets, paying off the 15. That ratio comes from most parking tickets at a meter are $15. But you can use it for any ticket or any numbers of tickets. But that's how it works. 10 cans of food gets you $15 off the citation. In the previous 7 years, we've actually brought in over 53,000 meals, 26 tons. That's how that works. Every year, we usually get a couple of tons of food that will come in each year is kind of how that's worked. The largest amount, somebody brought in over 300 cans of food one time to pay off multiple tickets. There's the most expensive ticket in Lexington is if you illegally parked in a disabled parking space. That's $250. So I don't know, that's 72 cans or something like that to get that covered. So we've had those paid for. So it's a lot, and it really makes a big impact. We work with God's Pantry Food Bank, and we've been working with them all these years that we do this program, and it's really great. And one of the comments that I like that we got from one of their users was the variety. So we have people from all over the county and probably outside our county that might shop at different stores. So the variety of food that comes in is pretty incredible. So it's not just corn and green beans, you know. And so someone who really is in need finds a variety of food options when we've got all these barrels of food coming to God's Pantry. This year, our Food for Fines program is running for 4 weeks. We usually start it the Monday before Thanksgiving, which will be Monday, November the 22nd. It'll run through Friday, December the 17th. So during those 4 weeks, usually God's Pantry will come about 2 to 3 times a week to pick up these big 55-gallon barrels, and we'll have 6, 7, 8 of them filled almost every time they come. So it's a pretty incredible flow of donations. So folks can make their donations at the Lex Park office, which is right behind me, located at 122 North Broadway here in Lexington. If you're curious, or you think a family member or a son or daughter maybe might have a ticket that you didn't know about, you can always go online at our website at lexpark.org and just type in the license plate number, and it'll pull up if there's any citation. So if you're curious and maybe you forgot about one, or your significant other might have forgotten about one, that's a great place to go and check that out.
We've got another busy week on Lex TV leading up to the Christmas holidays. Remember, for the most accurate and up-to-date information on all city business, check out our website at lexingtonky.gov. Now, here's a look at this week's meeting coverage. And we continue to keep you up to date on how the city is handling the pandemic via our official COVID-19 response site, including testing, vaccination, and booster sites. Simply click on the banner at the top of our homepage. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.